Hey guys, the second part of the lecture. Well, we started to explain the five-step process, which describes the marketing process. And we're finished with the first two steps. The third one, the constructing marketing program that delivers superior value. To understand this part, just remember that we said that marketers must identify the needs and wants of the customers, those in the market, and then segment customers based on the type of needs and wants they can offer, the company can offer to the different segments. They segmented the market accordingly, and then they target the customers, and later on they position their product in the minds, in the mental map of the customers. So it goes in three steps: the market segmentation, then the targeting, and the third one is the positioning. Then the company starts to construct a program that delivers what those which they segmented, targeted, and positioned their markets on their minds. They now they have a good vision regarding what is considered as superior value for customers. So this is explained as the company's marketing strategy outlines which customers the company will serve and how it will create value for these customers. The program should entertain that idea, how the company will create value for these customers. Next, the marketers construct a marketing program that will actually deliver the intended value to the target customers. It consists of the program. It consists of the firm's marketing mix, which are the set of marketing tools the firm uses to implement its marketing strategy. The major marketing mix tools they are classified into four broad groups called the 4Ps of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. And we explain them in the first part of the lecture. The most important step, as we said before, companies must try hard to keep their customers as lifelong customers. So the fourth and the most important step in the marketing process is building profitable customer relationships. CRM, customer relationship management, is perhaps the most important concept in modern marketing. It's overall process of building and maintaining profitable customer relationships by delivering superior customer value and satisfaction. The customer value, see customers perceive what they get from the company, what services accompany the product, what the company has to offer them as how the company reciprocate value to customers is actually how they perceive what the company has to offer. What the company has to offer is then compared in the minds of the customers with the kind of cost, with the total cost which customers had to incur in order to get the value the company has to offer in return. So the difference between their perceived value and the total costs, all the costs of the customer is translated into value for customers. As we said before, it's very important for companies to keep customers as lifelong customers. So the fourth step, and considered as the most important step in the marketing process, is building profitable customer relationships. The customer relationship management, the CRM, is perhaps considered as the most important concept of modern marketing. See, it's very important for customers to value what they get from the company. So how customers view it? As we said before, the most important thing for companies is to keep its customers as lifelong customers, and customers become lifelong customers if they perceive that the company offered them big value in return for their cost, which they have to carry in order to get the product. So in their minds, the difference between the value they perceive they get from the company and the cost they have to carry on in order to get the product is considered as the perceived value. And customers usually do not judge values and costs accurately or objectively. That's why we say that they act on perceived value, and companies must work hard on developing the perceived value on the minds of customers in order to maintain a very profitable relationship with the customers. So, however, as compared to value, it's very important to also work hard on the concept of customer satisfaction, which is customer satisfaction depends on the product's perceived performance relative to a buyer's expectations. Like when you buy a product, does the product act or perform as how you expected the product to act or perform or not? If it does, then you feel that you are satisfied because you got the product. If it doesn't, then of course you are upset and no way that you're gonna get or buy another product from that company. And it's very important to have your customers satisfied, because when they are satisfied, they become repeated customers. They buy from you again and again and again, and not only that, but they also tell others about their good experience with the product and with the company. So the key is to match customer expectations with the company performance. Well, the purpose of marketing is to generate customer value profitably. At one extreme, a company with many low-margin customers may seek to develop basic relationships with them. But at the other extreme, in markets with few customers, but customers which provide high margins of profit, sellers want to create full partnership with those customers They're considered like key customers, and mostly the companies are developing customer loyalty and retention programs. They offer frequency marketing programs that reward customers who buy frequently or in large amounts from the companies. I mean, even though the customer retention programs has been there for over 30 years now, but the nature of customer relationships are still changing rapidly. Companies are targeting fewer but more profitable customers. They are beginning to assess carefully the value of customers to the firm, called selective relationship management. Many companies now use customer profitability analysis to weed out losing customers and target winning ones for pampering. They go off the way in order to satisfy them, in order to create value for them. Many companies now use customer profitability analysis to target customers, to pinpoint on which customers they have to give the most time and dedication to satisfy. So today's companies are using customer relationship management to retain current customers and build profitable long-term relationships with them. As we said before, on the average, it costs somewhere from 5 to 10 times as much to attract a new customer. Just think about it. It costs as much as from 5 to 10 times the money they're going to spend to attract a new customer than to keep a current customer satisfied. Companies are also connecting more directly. Direct marketing is simply booming for so many reasons. However, partner relationship management. Companies must work directly with a variety of marketing partners. They have to establish partnership with so many actors which contribute to the success of the company's marketing efforts. They must be good at partnership management. Every functional area in the company can interact directly with the customers, especially electronically. Firms are linking all their departments in the cause of creating customer value. Everybody is dedicated to supply the customer with the information, to contribute to creating value for the customer. Most companies today are networked. They rely heavily on partnerships with other firms, and that leads us to the idea of the supply chain. The supply chain, in simple terms, describes a long channel stretching from the getting of raw materials from suppliers to getting components to final products that are carried out to final buyers. Through the supply chain management, many companies today are strengthening their connections with partners all along the supply chain. All companies, whether they are suppliers for the company or distributors for the company, they all are considered like partners in a supply chain. As we said, the supply chain starting from getting the raw material and all the way through all the steps until the final product gets to the customer. So it's very important for companies now to establish partnerships with all actors participating in the supply chain. The final step in the marketing process involves capturing value from the customer in the form of current and future sales, market share, and profit. So the customer must be extremely profitable for the company, and the company must create customer loyalty and retention. Very important for companies, as we said before, to retain customers for the duration of their lives. The aim of customer relationship management is to create not just customer satisfaction, but customer delight. Customers must be delighted in order to keep buying, purchasing from the company. Companies are realizing that losing a customer means losing more than a single sale. It means losing the entire stream of purchases that the customer would have made over the lifetime, the duration of his life, his lifetime of patronage. This is called customer lifetime value. Customer delight is more emotional. It's like an emotional relationship with a product or service, not just a rational decision or rational preference. Growing share of customer. Customer relationship management can help marketers to increase their share of customer, the share they get of the customers purchasing in their product categories. To increase the share of customer, firms can leverage customer relationships by offering greater variety to current customers, or they can train employees to cross-sell and upsell in order to market more products and services to existing customers. Building customer equity in the combined discounted customer lifetime values of all the company's current and potential customers. The company can classify customers according to their potential profitability and manage its relationships with them accordingly. Customers are classified into one of four relationship groups according to their profitability and projected loyalty. Each group requires different relationship management strategy. As we're going to say, we're going to show that customers could be classified into four groups based on how much they provide the company with profits, how much profit they provide the company, and their loyalty. Some customers can bring in a lot of money for the company, and they may be very profitable from the perspective of the company, and some others are not. Also, when it comes to loyalty, we may find customers who are extremely loyal to the company. They do not buy from anybody else. They are emotionally delighted with the company, and some others who just buy from the company once, twice. They are not as loyal as those who are extremely delighted. However, the company evaluates the kind of profitability they bring in. They evaluate it in terms of how loyal they are. Companies actually evaluate both the amount of profitability for the company and the degree of loyalty. So companies should manage customer equity carefully. They should view customers as assets that must be maintained, that must be managed and maximized. But not all customers, not even all loyal customers, are good investments for the company. Surprisingly, some loyal customers can be unprofitable, and some disloyal customers can be profitable. Which customers should the company acquire and retain? The company can classify customers according to their potential profitability and manage its relationships with them accordingly. So we're gonna see that we can classify customers into four relationship groups based on potential profitability and projected loyalty. We can classify them, as we're gonna see, into strangers, into butterflies, into true friends, and brangles. The first of the four groups, classified by loyalty and profitability, is called strangers. And strangers, actually, they offer companies almost no profitability and no loyalty. And the closest thing to think about is, consider you guys when you wanna spend your time, when you wanna just goof around, when you get to malls, you get into stores with actually no intention to buy anything, but you just wanna spend time. So you get in and you look and you get out without buying anything, and you probably will never get into any of those stores again. So these kind of customers, they are called strangers because actually they have very low profitability, if there is any, and very little projected loyalty, and they show low potential profitability and little projected loyalty, as we said. And there is little fit, if there is any, between the company's offerings and their needs. And when it comes to relationship management, actually what companies do with them, what you guys think they should do with customers who do not buy, customers who are not loyal? The point is, when it comes to relationship management, you just have to neglect them. You just do not invest anything in them. The second group of customers are called butterflies. And they are called like this because even though they buy in large amount, they are very, very, very profitable, but they are not loyal. There is a fit between what the company has to offer and what they are looking for. However, they do not stay for long. They make a purchase, and they may never make another purchase, or seldomly that they purchase from the company. So this group of customers are classified as butterflies because they are butterflies. They leap from company to company. They do not stay with one company for a long time. And the classic example for them is the stock market. See, large investors, would stick with a company and invest in it when they see that the company has to offer a lot of profits for them. So they invest heavily in the company. But once they get what they want, they do not stay with the company for long. They just move on and go to another company. So the point is, here, when it comes to relationship management would pamper them, would provide them with what they want for as long as they stay with them. But once they leave and leap into another company, they just do not spend much on them until the next time they come around. True friends. True friends are unique. True friends, they bring in hefty profits for the company, and they are loyal. They are very, very loyal to companies, and they are true friends because they come back regularly, and they tell others about their good experience with the company. They are very delighted, and they are very loyal to the company. The barnacles. The barnacles are like, they are named like this because they beautify the the company which they are loyal to. They are very loyal. Basically, this group of customers are very, very, very loyal, but they do not spend much. They do not yield a lot of profits for the company. And the classic example here is the smaller bank customers, those who bank regularly but who do not generate enough returns to cover the cost of maintaining their accounts. So when it comes to companies actually become stupid to spend much money on them. Actually, they have to neglect them. So when it comes to build the right relationship with them, they have to simply fire them. Do not regard them because they wouldn't return, they wouldn't make large returns for the company. The new marketing landscape. We always say whenever we talk about organizations, whenever we talk about management in general, about business, that there are dramatic changes which has been taking place for years now. Among them, in the new digital age, meaning that almost everybody is using and relying on information technology to get things done. And not only customers do that, but companies too. Companies now can get to customers in large groups or one-on-one at any time, at any place. And if we notice, there are billions of people now who are using the internet, and through the internet and the applications of information technology, companies now can get in touch with almost anybody, anywhere, at any time on Earth. Also, the rapid globalization. Now everybody is connected globally with everybody else. Companies are connected with customers and with other marketing partners. Almost every company, large or small, is touched in a way somehow by global competition, no matter where they are located. And companies are not only trying to sell more of their locally produced goods in international markets, they are also buying more supplies and components abroad. And not only that, many companies now are like virtual companies, are contracting out to other companies around the world their basic business functions to be performed by others. So the rapid globalization connected everybody with everybody else, with the companies, with the customers, and the practice is increasing day after day, year after year. And of course, the landscape of marketing is also affected by the issue of ethics and social responsibility. More companies now are re-examining their relationships with the social values, with the responsibilities, with almost all the issues which concern the customers all over the world. And many companies now are trying to exemplify, to show greater responsibility towards the social and environmental impact of their actions. There is also a growth in the not-for-profit marketing. Government agencies, as one example, is showing an increased interest in marketing, and we can feel that when we talk about digital governments. Many companies now offer their services to customers, to citizens, through the internet. And the new world of marketing relationships now, modern marketing companies are improving their customer knowledge and customer relationships. So to conclude the chapter, let's just pull it all together. The first question a company needs to ask is, what customers will we serve? Remember, we said that we have to segment, we have to target customers, and then we have to position our products on the minds, on the mental maps of the customers. So the first question a company needs to ask is, what consumers will we serve? That's segmentation, marketing segmentation and targeting. And the second important question is, how can we best serve our targeted customers? And this is an issue of differentiation and positioning. With its marketing strategy decided, when companies decide their marketing strategy, the company now constructs a marketing program consisting of the marketing mix. Remember, guys, the marketing mix consists of 4 elements. We call them the 4 P's: the product, the price, the place, and promotion. And companies has to make up a marketing effort using different strategies for each of the 4 P's in order to have a mixture which make up what we call a marketing effort and tailor each effort to the needs and wants of customers. And perhaps the most important step in the marketing process involves building value-laden, profitable relationships with the target customers. I hope you guys understood this and benefited from this lecture well, and next year when you study the course on marketing management, this lecture will help you a lot.